What's up guys, Ghostby here, and today I'm going to bring you a video on AWPing tips and tricks on the Inferno. I'm talking about AWPing CT-Side rather than T-Side. I'll go a little bit into T-Side, but personally I don't generally AWP T-Side Inferno. If I do, it's a very odd, personalised way of AWPing that I don't advise anyone else to do, just because of the fact that it's weird. Yeah. So starting off, wherever you spawn really, you just, if you're playing Banana with the AWP, which is where I primarily play the AWP, you want to run down, just run this way, and jump through this gap, it's quicker. Straight through it, then go this side of the fence obviously, and run up to the car, but stop here. If you peek out here, they're going to be along here before you are. They're going to be out to your ramp, sort of, some in there, some there. If they're rushing it before you are, they'll get the pick on you. If you play here, and what you want to do is have a secondary player backing you up, have someone here to help you get away with their M4, I assume they'll have. So they're sort of out here, or back here, just helping you out, making sure if they do push, you, they'll be able to spray them down as you bunny hop around this corner and peek. But yeah, first place you want to peek is here, because you'll get here before they do, and if there's someone who likes to play from logs, they'll be trying to run across there, and you can just flick across and pick them as they're running out. Pretty simple, you're just holding an angle. Only thing you want to be aware of is if they're particularly quick and they're just rushing you with Tech 9s or whatnot, and they can run along here, run down here, someone from down there will throw a flash out and then they'll peek and possibly get you. But that's the situation, that's the reason you've got the M4 player there. Because you can sort of back off and go here, and then with whatever secondary you've got, you can peek out. Just go for a couple of picks like that. And when they start pushing you, the secondary player can squeeze out as they get towards you. Not too hard. Pretty easy. Get 5 kills, win the round. I mean, CT-Side getting 5 kills between 2 of you holding one choke point like this shouldn't be too hard. Often people play this angle just doing the rotating smokes. Sure, I mean, if we were in a proper team and sort of playing in a tournament or something, I might do that. We do that occasionally if this isn't working, just to switch things up a lot of the time. We do it. Sometimes we smoke off there, sometimes we smoke off here. Usually the chicken isn't there to ruin it. But yeah, all in all it's not too bad. But what you're supposed to do, right, is you peek here first with the AWP. Get the first kill. And once you've got that first kill, I don't advise re-peeking, because the first guy could have gone along there, then another guy could be close, running out there. So I run back here next, and peek from here. The M4 guy is backing off while I'm holding this angle. First guy that peeks, I take a shot. If I miss, I back off to CT. The M4 guy's there. Then I peek from here. Next guy, take a shot, back off. Because once they hear the shot from CT, they're going to be smoking it off, so you'll need to be in smalls anyway, but you'll be there quicker. And if they have smoked off CT, then you take a peek from here, take a shot, maybe get a kill, maybe not, I don't know, depends how good you are at AWPing really. And at this point, if they haven't smoked off CT, and you haven't had someone rotate in from A, then you can run around here, peek here again, go for a pick, go back to spools. If they have smoked off CT, or you've got a player rotated in CT, then you can just hold this angle, you can maybe re-peek it, depending how confident you are. Maybe you can do something like...
Throwing fire!
No, that didn't work. I don't know, you can...
Throwing fire!
Molly. Just to make sure they're not peeking you. That's the main reason for the molly, yeah. Throw a nade over, you can peek out like this, and throw a flash. Not a great flash, but if you can get the angle right,
Throwing flashbang!
that's a better one. That'll blind them. Just throw a flash somewhere and hopefully it'll...
Flashbang! Deploying flashbang!
Hopefully it'll blind them. Place I don't like backing off. I don't like backing off the site here first, because of the fact that if you're playing this angle, it's really dodgy if they're pushing up close. Because if they get a load of guys close, then they're going to kill you. And also, the only place you can back off from here is to either here or to here, which is a good place to play. But I don't like playing with it with an AWP because you're playing against multiple enemies in this position usually, which isn't really what you're doing. There with an AWP, you're hoping that you're facing one guy at a time, just go for a kill, as they push you, whatever. Just hoping to get kills there, and you gotta take the shot so quickly that it's relatively pointless, whereas if you've got an M4 playing from back there, so like, okay, wait here, crouch down, because if you're here they can see you from on top of the line. If they've boosted someone, play here, play silently when you hear them push. Peek out again, then they'll probably send someone around here. Look at them. Just get them as they push you, and you should be fine. That's pretty much AWPing Banana. The only thing you want to make sure when you're AWPing Banana is you've got a teammate with you and that you don't always peek from here. You still take a couple of rounds peeking from there, or one round peeking from there, another round you're peeking from here, another round you're both playing it passive, and you're peeking from here. The second you see someone, you've got the M4 on site who's going to smoke it off for you, and then he's going to just make sure no one pushes through it. And maybe even you want to do that same thing, except where you're peeking from here, but I don't advise it because they get way too far up before you see them. So yeah, you just want to switch it up. And the good thing about peeking from here is if you don't see anything, you can move to here and peek, and then you can tell if it's going to be A or not. You can throw a smoke down here. Just play it like that. Hold Banana very deep. If they've boosted someone, play here, play silently when you hear them push. Peek out again, then they'll probably send someone around here. Look at them. Just get them as they push you, and you should be fine. That's pretty much AWPing Banana. The only thing you want to make sure when you're AWPing Banana is you've got a teammate with you and that you don't always peek from here. You still take a couple of rounds peeking from there, or one round. AWPing A is an interesting thing. Some people like to go for the T-ramp pick. I'm not one of those people, as you can probably tell. I don't generally go for too risky plays CT-Side, unless it's cash. Just because of the fact that I find peeking middle on stuff like Dust 2 and Inferno is too much of a risk that it's not worth it at all. Not CT-Side at least. T-Side, yeah, it's worth holding it in case a CT does, because you got the advantage, but other than that, no. So the way I like to play it is I like to run along to long, whether I'm playing long or short, grab my AWP and peek it like this, so that when they run along from behind the lamppost, then I'll pick them. And I'll wait here. If no one comes, I'm not going to move across and peek. If no one comes, then I'm going to keep an eye on second mid, listen for them. If I'm playing long, then I'll back off to here. If I'm playing short, then I'll just cross over, hold it like this. If I hear anything,
Smoke.
I'll smoke off. Hopefully it was better smoke than that. And then I like playing this way, because then you're behind the pillar, and you can watch mid without having to worry about anyone in boiler. You can keep taking a few peeks in there, making sure no one's there, but mainly you're holding here. And if they do happen to throw a smoke
Laying
along
down
there,
smoke.
smoking up long, don't risk playing for the pick there, just back off the pit or wherever you want to play the AWP from, and then you can get them out there, there, you can pretty much get them. You can play pit pretty well. One quite funny way I like to hold balcony, a pretty weird way, is to hold it from here, just because it's an angle that nobody ever expects. You never come out of balcony like you run along usually, you'll peek, right, check graveyard, just check around sight, right, then you're expecting someone high up, you peek around high, no, okay, check low, and then you peek there. You decide, okay, there might be someone around the corner, right, well, I'm down there, okay, you're not going to flick down there too quick. So yeah, it's a pretty nice place to play. You can also play on top of those, that might be a nice one to play, actually. I might try that. See how it goes, holding like this. Yeah, but that's pretty much the best way to play with an AWP. If you're playing long, and then you go for the same pick, then you back off to here, you can peek either this side or this side. Generally this side's better because you can back away. Then you can peek from arches, or you can back off to site and peek like that, or you can back off to library and peek like that. There's a ton of different ways you can play it, which you need to be aware that you can play it all these different ways, so that you're never doing the same thing each time. Like, you never want to be, okay, right, I'm peeking here every round. Next round I'm going to peek here. Next round I'm going to peek here. Next round I'm going to peek here. Because what you'll end up getting is a T-Side AWP going, peeking out, going straight for that pick, because he'll get there before you. He'll have learned what you're doing. Even if you're a better AWPer than him, he's going to expect it, so he can play a weird position and get you. So, T-Side AWPing, I'll just go over a bit quickly. Main way I play it is I'll obviously start off just holding mid, going for that pick. Either like this, so I get him as he slowly crosses, peeking the angle, or like this. I never want to peek like this, just because it's such a huge gap that if he comes out from the left, I'm going to have to flick to him. If he comes out from the right, I'm going to have to flick to him. So you just want to have that pixel gap that allows you to go, okay, if he does peek, we've got the same advantage as each other. So yeah, that's how I like to play it. The other way I like to play it is, depends how they play car. If the AWP likes to play left side car, then I'll hold it like this. I'll literally just sit here, waiting for him to peek. When he does, he's dead. Or I'll rush along and I'll pre-fire what I play. I'll just try and pre-fire the AWP. But the main position that I like playing, if they're not taking advantage of the timings, and I'll get to logs, and I just love playing at logs, because it's a really nice position. Then you can push up here, throw
Throwing
a flash.
flashbang.
Throw a flash. Just go for a kill there, go for a kill here. It's very rare that you'll have someone just sitting behind car. I had a match recently where their bottom fragger, all he did CT-Side was he sat here behind car. And the only reason he got to car without me noticing was because he'd sort of be... I'd see him for a second here, and then he'd disappear and be behind car because he was lagging so badly, but that's the way it goes. So, just, yeah, that's pretty much the AWPing. I don't like AWPing apartments because it's pretty crappy. I sometimes I like playing
Smoke.
sort of in weird ways that I'll smoke off
Throwing
right
smoke.
side. Flash over
Flashbang.
there.
Deploying
Flash over
flashbang.
there. I'll peek. Try to get a pick there. For on site, he's going to smoke it off for you. And then he's going to just make sure no one pushes through it. And maybe even you want to do that same thing, except where you're peeking from here, but I don't advise it because they get way too far up before you see them. So yeah, you just want to switch it up. And the good thing about peeking from here is if you don't see anything, you can move to here and peek. And then you can tell if it's going to be A or not. You can throw a smoke down here. Just play it like that. Hold banana very deep. AWPing A is an interesting thing. Some people like to go for the T-ramp pick. I'm not one of those people, as you can probably tell. I don't generally go for too risky plays CT-Side, unless it's cash. Just because of the fact that I find peeking middle on stuff like Dust 2 and Inferno is too much of a risk that it's not worth it at all. Not CT-Side at least. T-Side, yeah, it's worth holding it in case a CT does, because you got the advantage, but other than that, no. So the way I like to play it is I like to run along to long, whether I'm playing long or short, grab my AWP and peek it like this, so that when they run along from behind the lamp